No, this is real, isn't it? Right? This is real. This is a real thing, right? Right? Huh? Ricky's hot sauce discount code melanoma. Bro. Oh god, it's so. It makes me feel. There's like a knot in my stomach looking at this stuff because it's just so unnecessary and it's so like just foolish. It could be the case. It could be that Karl Jobst has filed for bankruptcy. Billy Mitchell claimed this was the case, and I didn't go off the back of that necessarily. I thought, well, maybe not. Got to be careful. But apparently, allegedly, he's filed for bankruptcy. Let's find out.
Hey guys, it looks like that Billy Mitchell may be correct. That
no, this is real, isn't it? Right? This is real. This is a real thing, right? Right? Huh? Major Windy, you'd probably know, wouldn't you? This is legit. Is this legit? So, if I'm understanding it correctly, Karl Jobst has indeed filed for bankruptcy. Is that true? I'm seeing it, but I'm not sure if I'm believing it. Oh, okay, it is real. It's real. Oh, bro. I don't fucking believe it, dude. I'm literally in shock. I'm literally in fucking shock, dude. I wish I could feel bad for him, but he was banging on about how he's going to be totally obnoxious if he wins. Oh my god. This has got to be the biggest, most hubristic L ever taken.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Womp womp about that appeal.
Fuck me, dude. By the way, guys. By the way. Yeah? Remember this. If there's ever some fucking insane freak that tries to take me to court for... Listen, if anyone is taking me to court for defamation, I am fucking folding like a house of cards dropping in the... Dude, I am folding like Lester's laundry. I do not want to go bankrupt over getting sued for some bullshit, okay? No fucking way. I'm good, thank you. I want to buy a house, okay? I can't buy a house if I'm fucking bankrupt.
Karl Jobst
Fuck me, this is
has
terrifying.
filed for bankruptcy. Here is the official information. It says bankruptcy, debtor's petition, individual. It has a date of May 9th, 2025, and it has Karl Jobst's name. So this is official. You can also check for yourself. Whenever I provide a piece of evidence, I also provide a way for you to get that evidence. The exact same thing that you see on my monitor with a little bit of effort and sometimes a little bit of money to the Australian government, you too can see the exact document and compare it to mine to make sure that there's no doctored evidence. This is true for Karl Jobst versus Billy Mitchell, or in Logan Paul versus CoffeeZilla. Actually, for those cases, because you can wait a period of time, I normally wait until the documents become available for free before covering them on this channel. Let's talk about the timeline. Once Karl Jobst has filed for bankruptcy, it looked like he was still joking. He was joking about the completionist potentially suing him, which then confused some of the members of Discord. So there's this idea of sarcasm. I get it, but it doesn't. Sometimes it's hard to tell with Karl Jobst. Is he being sarcastic? You just filed for bankruptcy. Should you be on Discord pretending that the completionist has sued you, making fake legal documents, or having...
Bro, when I said that Carl's gone nutty, making up fake stories and shit. Yes, I think he has. I think that he's cracking under the pressure. He's filing for bankruptcy whilst pretending he's getting sued by the completionist in his Discord. He's gone fucking nutty, dude. He's lost it. He's cracked under the pressure.
Individuals in your Discord channel make fake legal documents indicating that you've been sued by the completionist, where if you simply check, you would know that was not the case. I do not know. I do not think it's a good idea for what Karl was doing, but I don't know Karl's mental state at this time. Remember, what did Billy Mitchell ever do personally to Karl? Again, I understand that Billy Mitchell offended Karl's sense of ethics and justice by allegedly cheating at Donkey Kong, but has Karl ever met Billy Mitchell before they met in person at the trial? At least they were in the same room. Has Billy Mitchell
The
ever...
answer is no. No. Billy Mitchell's well, he's done stuff to other people that incensed Karl Jobst, but I don't think he did anything to Karl Jobst directly. And the thing is you know, you can make content criticizing Billy Mitchell, of course. It is the way he went about it, and the fact he told provable lies and then didn't meaningfully back down. This is like unfathomably retarded shit. I cannot. It's alien to me that someone would act like this to the point of bankruptcy, bankrupting yourself over this shit, dude. I mean. Lobsed in the greatest sense of the term. Unfathomable, L. Ego so big he's in debt and his house is on the line. Oh god, it's horrible to think about, dude. Oh, it's sickening. It's like a sickening thing that's happened here.
For defamed Karl? Has Billy Mitchell ever attacked any of Karl's family members? Has Billy Mitchell ever made a video about Karl that wasn't a response video? No. This type of thing is very one-sided, where you have one individual all the way in Australia, and I think part of the reason that part of the reason Karl Jobst felt so safe from a lawsuit from Billy Mitchell is he's in Australia, right? It would be ludicrous to imagine flying halfway around the country to sue somebody where if you do not win, you will have to pay their legal fees. But that is exactly what happened here. This is a classic example of a very small legal matter where it could have been settled for $10,000, $15,000, in my personal opinion.
Thank you for the super chats. Honey, we've lost it, but we proved Billy cheats. Yeah, dude! Bro. We proved that Billy cheated in Donkey Kong 30 years ago. We basically won, if you think about it. Husbandro. What's the meme? Husbandro. Where that fucking meme is.
Had Karl offered $10,000, instead of offering $3,000, had Karl offered $10,000, a handshake apology, and a retraction video, which is a standalone video, not a video tagged onto a Dark Souls at the end of that video, a standalone video, and then
we are homeless.
Any further videos on Billy Mitchell.
Husband, you write about Big Billy Mitchell and we are homeless. You write and we are homeless. Oh my god, dude. Oh, what? I forgot about. Yeah, I knew Billy Mitchell had said this, and I was like, oh, you take it with a pinch of salt, no evidence yet. Look, discount code bankrupt for 10% off. Oh my god, dude. This is going to haunt Karl forever, man. This is, oh my god, how would you recover from this, dude? Fuck me. And he deserves every bit of it. You know, oh my god, he deserves it. Karl deserves it. I'll be a sore winner if I win this. Oh god, it's horrible, dude. Ugh, literally dangled. Billy Mitchell's always got a plan.
I think Billy Mitchell would have been happy to accept at the time the $3,000 offer was made. What evidence do I have? The best evidence of potential, or the best evidence of future legal behavior is always past legal behavior. So Billy Mitchell has settled every case that was not dismissed. Karl Jobst
Plonkoy. I'm pretty sure I recognize that name from my Discord. Right. Oh, husband, you are not Ryan Gosling. You are man from Drive or Blade Runner. You are, nor are you Ken. You are my husband, and we are homeless. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, so basically, that's, yeah. Well, the thing is, I think, yeah, Billy could, you know, Billy obviously did have insider information. That's obviously what happened here. Yeah. Oh no, husband, we are homeless because you sue big American Chad, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. It's $15 if you care to search. No. I mean, listen, I'm not going to spend $15 on that. Fuck that. Why would I spend money when this guy's already done it and I could just leech off that? Fuck it. No, I believe it's real. I got no doubt it's real.
Actually covered this. He covered it in a very negative light, but I would say that in hindsight, it's kind of positive that Billy Mitchell was able to settle. Did Billy Mitchell have beef with Twin Galaxies? Did he have beef for Apollo Legend? Did he have other situations where he felt that he was being unjustly defamed or mocked? Yes, he did. But in every other situation that wasn't Karl Jobst,
I think I've seen this before. I will mention it in a future video anyway, but my total legal fees were almost 700k. Notch paid around 300k. I wouldn't otherwise make it public, but I assume people are lying and say he covered it all, and I just spent the GoFundMe money on myself or something, so a future video, I'll list out how much I'm out of pocket. Oh, dude. Oh, the other problem is as well, like... But to be fair, we've just seen fucking what's-his-face, Innuendo Studios, get bailed out to the tune of $100,000. So maybe he'll be lucky. But I don't think people are particularly motivated to put their hands in their pockets for Karl at the moment.
How do I
Let's put it that way.
Off depressed people?
Who knew the guy who cheated in the Funny Monkey game gets to roll around in hot sauce and money and maul an Australian online daily for making a fool of himself? Good job, Karl. Wow.
Thank you for the super chats. Oh shit, also I've just realised the goal is needs to be re-energized. Fuck. Okay, I will obviously still do the gaming stream, it'll just be a bit later, okay? I want to play Doom so bad. It looks great. I'm extremely excited about it. Hopefully I don't play badly. We'll see. Anyway. So I want to do this, and I want to do the Vosh thing about Innuendo Studios too, and then we'll go, okay? Two more things. This and then one more thing, and then we'll go over. You'll do fine. I've seen clips of like DSP playing Doom, and he's like playing it really stupidly, and it's like... I don't want to get called DSP again. I don't like it, okay?
he settled, or the case was dismissed. So in the one case that it wasn't settled or dismissed, and this is the only one, according to Karl Jobst.
So also, obviously, I know I said, here's the problem. It's not open world. I think is an L. I can't finish an open world game, but a linear single player game, I think I can do no trouble because I've done it before. Just have to hope that I really get into it. You're worse than DSP. He actually finishes the games he plays.
On video,
thanks, Stylo.
Billy Mitchell won everything. He won the maximal he could win according to the judge. And according to the judge, had Billy Mitchell asked for more aggravated damages, the judge would have been happy to give it. So not only did Billy Mitchell win the maximal he could win, he actually could have overflowed in terms of what the initial damages or the eventual damages would have been had the initial damages for aggravated been higher. Had he asked for more aggravated, he would have got it. This is a case where a individual could not stop. He doubled down every time there was an opportunity to double down. He did not give good faith settlement, in my personal opinion, and the opinion of Billy Mitchell's lawyer, which I agree with. He was backed by a billionaire. He was backed by his own fans for $200,000 plus. He had no reason to stop, so he didn't stop. Now he's stopping because he's being forced to stop. But during bankruptcy, which is something really personal, it's a very family-related thing. He's got a young family. You would think that he would stop joking around, because joking around in Discord is probably, I mean, if you look at the evidence he showed on his response video, where did the evidence come from? Reddit, right? And then some discussion with Redditors or Discord members. This is a travesty that he's still making jokes about the completionist suing him, fake suing him. Again, there's no legal case to my knowledge, and I've checked this morning. Is this the way that somebody who's facing utter destruction and bankruptcy would be acting?
He's right.
Should this person even be allowed to enter Discord and continue to talk and continue to get screenshots? This bankruptcy filing, of course, Karl Jobst knew before this date he was filing for bankruptcy, but at least at this date, you would think there would be some type of remorse. You would think there would be some type of, on May 9th, 2025 is when the debtor's petition was accepted. That means that prior to that date, there must have been some time to get the petition written. Must have been some time to get it approved. There must be some lawyers involved, and I'm sure they wanted to get paid. If any lawyer wants to get paid on retainer or earlier, it would be a lawyer filing for a client's bankruptcy, of course, right? You got to make sure that you're going to be paid, because if hell comes, at least you got paid. Would you just take it?
Sorry, I'm just updating something here.
At least you got paid.
No response. Pull a bankruptcy search. According to the site, the paperwork was submitted on the 9th of May. I'm not able to provide the record due to possible privacy legal issues sharing with you. Right, okay. Right. Before one loses their mind, in Australia, what the fuck? I can't read. In Australia, before you go bankrupt, there is insolvency. Insolvency is a financial condition, not a legal status. If your debts can't be resolved in insolvency, this means you may go bankrupt. Right, got it, okay. Oh my god. What a fucking disaster, bro. I cannot. It's like shameful. It's totally shameful. You know, you've got it all in front of you. All you need to do is make videos about speedrunning, and that's it. Dude, I've watched some of Carl's speedrunning videos, and they got loads of views. They were very entertaining. They were fun. They were funny. You know, I don't know. It's fine. Like, I remember GoldenEye one. That was great. I remember a great GoldenEye one, a great Doom one. Just do that, bro. Totally shot himself in the foot. Totally shot himself in the foot with this obsession with Billy Mitchell. Just ridiculous. Hello, you absolute legends. I'm bankrupt. Please give me money. He's sped run bankruptcy.
Would you just take it from a layman's perspective? Would you, if you were in Karl Jobst's shoes, throw away a great YouTube channel, you just had a family, you just had a young child, over this? I am really struggling outside of, the reasons that I stated before of Karl making these videos is to get views, similar to how I make these videos to get views. It's obvious I do. It's obvious everyone on YouTube who posts a video is trying to get views, even if they tell you they're not, because if they weren't trying to get views, they could just share the video via text. They could just keep the video on their phone. They can share the video via email. There are many ways to share videos, and where you are pretty sure. I remember the Office episode where they got Creed, and it was about blogging, and it was just a Word document. So every time Creed wrote something, he thought it was going on the internet, but it was actually a Word document, right? You could have a library of your videos that if you don't, everyone on YouTube is on YouTube for a reason.
I don't know what
So
he's on about.
outside of Karl growing his channel, getting more famous, getting the views, getting donations, getting, being able to take larger sponsorships because he has more views, I don't see why he would be so deeply involved. And I think the whole I'm offended by cheating, that may be a reason, but that's not a reason to get this extremely involved. This is a man who,
Okay, that's wonderful.
I
But how do I make
Thank you for the
money off
$10.
depressed people?
Okay, real talk. How much of this do you think is Karl trying to get as much money as possible because of the family, the cancer, and the lawsuit? He just felt he couldn't stop cause of all of that?
I mean, it's the incentive, right? The incentive is to just keep making content about the thing that's making you money, So I think it's just as simple as that, really. Also, what cancer you on about? What cancer? Cancer? Question mark?
unsolicited went in to give a testimony on the Twin Galaxies case. In that testimony, he called himself an investigative journalist.
He's got skin cancer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. There are obviously lots of incentives to do it. But the thing is, he could have made videos. He could have made loads of videos about Billy Mitchell. But the one thing that fucked him over is the thing about Apollo Legend, and he didn't adequately correct it. Ricky's hot sauce discount code melanoma. Bro, someone send that to Billy Mitchell now.
In that testimony, he talked very high and mighty about himself under oath. This is a man who clearly many of his GoFundMe donors felt that they were misled. They are very angry. I can tell you they are very angry. They are real people involved here. This is a man who cares about YouTube metrics, right? And believes AI.
If I win.
Believes he should not listen to his lawyers, even though they were paid close to $700,000. A lot of you guys are still not clear where am I getting this evidence from. I'm getting it directly from
see
Karl,
the website,
from
yeah.
the horse's mouth. None of the things I've stated are either.
Oh, dude. Oh, God, it's so... it makes me feel... there's like a knot in my stomach looking at this stuff because it's just so unnecessary and it's so, it's foolish. There was no need for any of this. This never had to happen. This never had to occur. He could have just dealt with it correctly and this would all not be a problem. Oh, God, it's sickening. It's sickening. All that money as well. All that fucking money. Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah. It's catastrophically embarrassing. Yes, exactly. Oh,
government
God.
documents that you can again easily obtain by yourself, or they're quotes from Karl himself with the screenshot to show the evidence of the quote. Many times these quotes have been verified on many different sources, including Discord, Twitter, and so on. Karl at any time can write a comment like he did previously, correcting me, right? If he feels that it needs to be corrected. When you have an individual who's willing to risk his life and the life of his family over what I can only assume is just a very, very simple, what outside of getting views from Billy Mitchell, what is the purpose of attacking Billy Mitchell in the way that Karl attacked Billy Mitchell? What has Billy Mitchell ever done to Karl? I still, after making multiple videos every single day about this topic, I still have no idea, right? Why Karl Jobst hates Billy Mitchell as much as he does. It still makes no sense to me. You don't input yourself in a different legal case like Twin Galaxies in the way Karl did. You don't make videos, and if you did make a miscalculation and you relied on Reddit information that had 2 upvotes, right, or 3 upvotes, or some small amount of upvotes which was never confirmed.
Also, Just show the like. There's nothing illegal about showing a Reddit comment and reading it and saying this is what someone on Reddit said. Obviously, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. It's a random Redditor. Why not do that? Why not? Like, the fact that you'd repeat it as if it's like a factual thing. It's just so stupid, man. Oh, Carl. I think, no, I don't, the top of this guy's mouth is stuffed with peanut butter. I think he's just Asian or some shit. Billy is funny. Billy is very funny. Billy was in chat the other day, actually, funnily enough. It was actually him. And he was, you know, I think you just keep an eye on this stuff. I mean, not obviously this, but I mean other drama shit. Like, we were watching the Mama Max video and he was in chat and it was a bit like, you know, it was kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're going to watch this Mama Max video. You know, is he, like, I was kind of puzzled as to what the interest would be in something like that.
Just apologize. Just apologize. Stop making videos about the guy, and it's over. I promise you it's over because Apollo Legend, it was over. And in my opinion, you know, I'm hearing very disturbing things via emails. I mean, I get sent a dozen emails plus about Karl Jobst or sometimes about other topics a day from you guys. Some of it contains content that I cannot verify, therefore I do not share it. But whenever it's content from Karl's own Discord, from his own mouth that he typed himself, I share it because it is relevant and I can verify that it is Karl. I can go on to Discord sometimes. I can look at it myself. Karl was talking about bankruptcy as kind of sarcasm, and bankruptcy is a very serious matter. Essentially, it means that, hey, I don't want to pay my debts.
Yeah, dude, bankruptcy is like, if you're a business owner, it could mean the end of your business. I mean, with YouTube, it's like, how would that even work? I don't know how that would work exactly. But in any case, you know, it's bad, very bad news. Terrible news. And it completely obviously wipes out your chance of any sort of meaningful credit agreements and stuff in the next, 6 years? It is in the UK normally. Are you obsessed with money because of your kids, or are you genuinely a materialistic person? I'm not a materialistic person at all. My second monitor has got like I could buy a second monitor right now if I wanted to. It's got like a sort of blurring at the edge of the screen. I do need to replace it if I, you know, but I haven't because it still more or less works. Like, dude, I'm not obsessed with money either. I just know I know what it's like to not have any money. I've got goals that I want to achieve in my life, and I need money to do it. That's it. It's literally as simple as that. But no, I don't think I'm particularly materialistic.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Personally.
But how do I make money?
Thank you for the super chats.
Great stream today, Chud. Very entertaining Friday.
Thank you, Marta, for the super chat. But yeah, no, I just, you know, I don't live on like a basic necessity budget, obviously, right? I'm not like, I drink fucking Red Bulls.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how
whatever.
do I make money
But I,
off depressed people?
Thank
Austin
you,
Ritchie became a
Austin, for
member.
the 5 gifted. Appreciate it.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Confused Hans became a member.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't, you know, the one thing alongside buying a house that I want to do is I want to travel a bit, you know, like I want to go and see the world a bit more than I already have. I've been to America, which is cool, but I'd love to go to like, you know, south of the equator. But I don't, you know, I don't want to go to Africa. Basically, I want to go south of the equator where there's a bunch of white people. That is what I want to do. That is where I want to go. So that would be Australia, I guess, wouldn't it? That would be like the closest thing I could think of. Oh no! I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get right. Watch out for the old abos, though, eh? Sorry, that's a slur, I think. The aboriginals. The aboriginals.
What bankruptcy means. I know a lot of you may not like Donald Trump. He's gone through bankruptcy before, and many of you guys think that's a bad thing. But for Karl, you guys think it's great. Oh, he doesn't have to pay Billy Mitchell. Karl is living in a very, very expensive house right now. Again, I guess in Australia, homes are just that expensive. But Karl has a nice home. He's shown pictures of his nice home. He's very proud of the money he makes. He's very proud of how much his sponsors pay him. To me, even if this was about money, the liability and the risk Karl accepted by pursuing these views was not worth it. And Karl was smart enough to mathematically work this out in his head
approaching
to
now
understand that the eventual outcome today would have never been worth it. I mean,
oh shit, it's all muted. Sorry. I'm muted. I don't know why it was muted.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Chile and Argentina are incredibly white Hispanic people.
Wow. You say that, but maybe. Thank you very much for the super chat. And
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Chud wants to go to the ping pong parties in Thailand.
is that a shark? They're shoving a shark up her pussy. What the fuck? Thank you for that. Marta, thank you for the 100 CZK. Pair character bowing down saying thank you. Thank you for the super sticker.
I have no idea why Karl's personal feelings for Billy Mitchell involve so much hate that you would involve yourself in other people's legal proceedings, that you would present yourself in this way, that you would make a video about the person who's suing you for defamation after the trial,
wonderful.
but before
How
the
do I
verdict.
make money
Thank you,
off
Son of a
depressed
Dudley, for the
people?
As a resident half
$5.
Chile, 9 pasty as fuck, and most of my family look like they are Italian.
Okay. Thank you. I'll bear that in mind. Thank you, Son of a Dudley, for the $5. Appreciate that.
This is astounding to me that even that video, and then on April Fool's Day, there was a video.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to, obviously, I'm obviously biased on this question, but like, you can obviously make content about someone and talk about the toings and froings of what they're up to. But yes, I do think Karl became obsessed with this. It was like his autistic hyperfixation. The levels that he went to in covering Billy Mitchell, and the level of shit he got into. It's just obviously too much, right? Silly.
That I assume, again, it's a funny April Fool's video, alluded to this case. It's now been deleted. I think it was some type of video about something similar. I think at the end of the day, there is a lot to pack on this, but it is one person's hatred for another that caused Karl Jobst to go bankrupt.
Marta, the 100 says, thank you for the super sticker. Pair character jumping up and down and saying #1 fan. Correct. Yes, that's what we like to see. Thank you for the super sticker.
And if there's any irony in this, it's that Karl Jobst, at all given times until most recently, truly believed that he would be the one bankrupting Billy Mitchell. But in a reverse Uno situation, he has now bankrupted himself via poor decisions, via misleading, via just not able. Let me tell you this, and this is something my really good lawyer told me, and this is a good advice even if you are never sued. Even this is just the best advice I can ever give you. When you are involved in something and you have a disagreement, you feel very emotional. You feel very passionate about it. And then that passion can turn into hate. That hate can turn into something far worse, right? You need to step back, and you need somebody who's unbiased, neutral, to tell you how things are. And you're not going to like what they have to tell you. This is the whole idea behind a therapist, right? Telling, hey, you got a problem. This is the whole idea behind a lawyer saying, hey, we got to settle this. You need to listen to them. You need to listen to them. When a lawyer tells you you need to settle this, They're telling you for your best interest because they can make a whole hella. So my lawyer said, so I had 2 lawyers. One of them was not great. And then I hired a second lawyer that was amazing. So if you're ever in Houston and you need a business lawyer, he's very, very expensive, but I got you. He will get it done. He had a very, very good experience with him because at that time, it was 4 years later, I was starting to get angry and angsty, and and we're heading to trial. And we spent all this money on depositions and interrogatories, and things were looking pretty bleak because the first attorney promised me that this thing would be ended 2 years ago, and then it continued on for 4 years of more bills. My lawyer said, "Hey, we're going to settle this." And I said, "No, we got to go to trial. This is the day. This is a week before trial. How can we go? How can we settle it?" He said, "If I didn't have your best interest in mind, I would tell you to go to trial and I would bill you for $200,000, $300,000. The fact that I'm telling you to settle this is actually adverse to my position to make more money."
But surely there must be something in the ethics of like... There must be something in the ethics of lawyers. Sorry, my thing's going a bit funny. I don't know why. There must be something in the ethics of lawyers that would mean that you have to put the interest of your client first, and you couldn't... Surely you wouldn't be able to push a case through the trial that you knew didn't have a serious chance of being successful, right? There's probably some onus on you to recommend the best course of action based on the best, most correct analysis of the law. I can't imagine they're going to be like, "Yeah, man, you got a real strong case. Let's take it all the way and you'll definitely win." And then it's like a non-starter. It just goes nowhere and you just get raped. Oh,
So I'm saying, hey, let's reach out. Let's be nice. I'm going to present myself as a new neutral party. And
yeah, also, they don't want to lose case. Yeah, lawyers don't want to lose cases because it looks bad. If you're known for being the lawyer that always loses, no one's going to want to fucking take you.
The defendant or the plaintiff who was suing me, he actually liked my lawyer. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's very reasonable." He didn't come in there with fire and brimstone. He came there with, a smile and a shake. He was a very nice guy. And I didn't think the shit would get done, but it got done because if you truly care about your clients and there's a...
Ultimately, it would be the client's decision on how to proceed. Lawyers can't force you to settle. No, but a lawyer presumably wouldn't be like, "Listen, you got a really straightforward case here. We take this through the fucking touchdown zone, and you'll definitely get..." They wouldn't say that. They would say, "My strong recommendation is you settle this. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you time, and that it's a 50-50 shot in court." So, they would make like a strong recommendation. There's a legal precedent about lawyers' ethics. You're obligated not to waste a court's time with bullshit. And if you do, you could be sanctioned severely. Right, okay. I see, okay.
Any possibility of settlement, which would save the... So who's benefiting when they go to trial?
Off depressed people.
Whether or not...
My fellow Chatslavs out there, I salute.
Thank you, Marta, for the super chat. Yes, thank you.
You win or lose, the one person who benefits is the lawyer, because the lawyer is getting incredible billable hours at incredible rates. So he actually sat me down and he explained, "Okay, this is how much it's going to cost if we go to trial." I was like, "Holy shit, this is like $400,000, like worst case scenario." And it's like, yeah. So therefore, you should take this settlement. And I still didn't want to take it, but...
Taking legal advice from Major Windy is as good as taking it from a currently shitting dog.
The whole idea of like somebody who's...
You're only saying that because I was disgusted with the shitting dogs yesterday. You're trying to manipulate me. Stop trying to manipulate me now. Stop it.
To your friend, right? Somebody who actually wants to help you, a good lawyer. If they're giving you advice which is adverse to their financial wallet, take it. Because they're giving you advice that is for your benefit. It does not benefit them. In this particular case, it actually adversely affected my lawyer from making more money from me by telling me to do the settlement. We did a settlement, I think it was 2 days before
don't care,
trial,
Lus.
3 days, like a week
Don't
before,
care about your gay life. Just get on with it.
We didn't have to go to trial.
That's pretty much anyway.
I saved hundreds of thousands of dollars not having gone to trial. And the settlement offer he brings
Anyway,
out,
dude, whatever. Dude, I can't. This guy's voice is very irritating. Anyway, Karl Jobst is broke. El Brokey. Filed for bankruptcy. It's never been more over. Very unfortunate. The hubris has caused such a disastrous fall from grace. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.